In the vast epic of the Trojan War, many names have echoed through history: Odysseus, Ajax, Hades, but among them all, one shines differently. Hector, Prince of Troy, unmatched warrior, and symbol of honor and loyalty. While other heroes sought personal glory, or the favor of the gods, Hector fought for something far greater: his city, his family, and his people. This is the story of a man who, without being a demigod, became the heart of Troy. Hector was born in Troy, the son of King Priam and Queen Hecuba. From a young age, he was trained in the virtues every prince should possess: courage, wisdom, and a deep sense of responsibility. Unlike his brother Paris, who was raised with a lighter, more passionate character, Hector was always the example of discipline and commitment. He was not a warrior out of vanity or bloodlust. He was a soldier out of duty. Every battle was not a path to fame but a sacrifice for his people. As an adult, Hector married Andromache, the woman who filled his life with love and serenity. Together, they had a son, Astyanax. In his family, he found the ultimate reason to fight so fiercely. Every strike of his sword, every spear thrown, was motivated by the image of his wife and child, hoping for his safe return. When Paris, his brother, abducted Helen, the wife of King Menelaus of Sparta, the consequences were disastrous. A massive Greek fleet sailed to Troy to retrieve her and avenge the offense. The war had begun, and though Hector had not taken part in that decision, he bore the burden of defending the city. From the earliest clashes, Hector proved himself Troy's greatest warrior. With shining armor and a powerful spear, he always led from the front. His men followed him with devotion, seeing not a distant prince, but a true leader willing to die alongside them. On one memorable occasion, Hector faced Ajax the Great in single combat, one of the Greeks' strongest warriors. The battle was so intense that neither day nor night seemed to halt it. Eventually, the fight ended in a draw, and both heroes exchanged gifts as a sign of mutual respect. This act showed the world that Hector was not only a formidable warrior, but also a noble man, capable of recognizing greatness even in his enemy. Beyond the battlefield, one scene defines his humanity. During a moment of pause, Hector returned to Troy and met Andromache and their young son on the city walls. She, tears in her eyes, begged him not to return to battle, fearing he would lose his life and leave their child fatherless. Hector listened, his heart heavy, but with the serenity of one who understands his destiny. He told her he could not flee his duty, that the honor and protection of his people came before his own fears. He lifted his son to the gods and prayed for him before returning to the battlefield. This moment remains one of the most human and poignant in the Iliad. Fate, however, was already written. The war reached a point of no return when Patroclus, Achilles' close companion, entered the battle wearing Achilles' armor. Hector, believing he faced the hero himself, killed him. But when he removed the armor, he realized it was not Achilles but his friend. Hector had sealed his fate. Achilles' rage was unimaginable. He swore to avenge his friend and directly challenged Hector. The Trojans, terrified, closed their city gates, while Hector remained outside, determined to face the inevitable. For a moment, he hesitated, even thought of fleeing, but honor held him fast. The duel that followed became legendary. Two of the greatest heroes of their time, face to face, under the watchful eyes of gods and men. Hector fought valiantly, dodging blows and throwing his spear with precision, but Achilles was relentless. Finally, Achilles' spear pierced Hector's chest. With his last strength, the Trojan prince asked Achilles to return his body to his family, so he could receive proper funeral rites. But Achilles, consumed by anger, refused. He tied Hector's corpse to his chariot and dragged it before the walls of Troy. In full view of Priam, Andromache, and all his people, even the gods were moved by such brutality. Eventually, Zeus ordered Achilles to return the body, allowing Priam, in one of the most emotional scenes of the epic, to kneel before the enemy camp and plead for his son's remains. Achilles moved, agreed, and Hector received the funeral he deserved. Thus died Hector of Troy, not as an invincible demigod, not as a hero seeking fame, but as a man who gave everything for his family, his city, and his people. His story reminds us that true greatness is not always measured in victories, but in the dignity of fighting to the end, even when destiny is already written. Hector was not the strongest, the fastest, or the most protected by the gods. He was, simply, the most human of heroes. And for that reason, more than 3,000 years later, we still remember his name.